What's good, everybody? I'm BPC and welcome to Competitive Origins MMA. Well, a lot of people think Jake the Problem Child Paul is stupid, but I actually think he's smart when it comes to risk to reward ratio. And I'll talk more about that in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about today was the press conference between Floyd Money Mayweather and Logan Paul. Now, when these two both got on stage, they were both given mics, and they both had their moments. They were both clowning one another. Now, Mayweather mentioned that he would actually fight both Paul brothers in one night. Remember that, guys. Now, Jake Paul, Logan Paul's little brother, basically said on video that he was going to take Mayweather's hat. Well, Jake Paul met up with Mayweather. They were talking to one another, going back and forth at it. And, Jake Paul called him out on the whole fight, both of them in the same night. And Mayweather agreed to it, basically. He said, get the contracts, get in the paperwork. Basically, he's down to fight both of them in one night. Now, I believe this was just talk. This was hype. I don't think this is actually going to happen. I think it would be absolutely awesome if Mayweather were to fight both Paul brothers in the same night, but I don't see it happening. I don't think he's going to take that risk at the end of the day. Now, Jake Paul did fulfill his desire, which was to take Mayweather's hat. He grabbed it off his head, said, "Got your hat," and then he tried to run away. Well, security grabbed onto him right away. Mayweather caught up to him, grabbed onto him as well. Mayweather was screaming and all that stuff, yelling, don't disrespect me, don't disrespect me. Apparently they got the hat back. I never saw the hat again, but the security was saying they got the hat. But Mayweather was just infuriated. He even went back at Paul, screaming, that don't disrespect me, don't disrespect me. I'll kill him, I'll kill you, da 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 da. You know what I mean? And while this was all going on, Logan Paul also tried to get in on the action. He was trying to help his brother out because obviously Mayweather had his whole team there. He was definitely outnumbered. He tried to get over there. I think it was Logan Paul's security that was trying to hold him back. But even Logan Paul's security at one point tried to get in there to separate the whole situation, and he even got shoved back by Mayweather's security. So it was just all out craziness at the end of the day. Now, Jake Paul, you saw him covering his face. I'm not quite sure if he actually took any blows to the face, but he's obviously protecting himself. He did have a completely stretched out shirt, but he was smiling at the end, He was happy, and I think there was a reason why he was smiling, because he was obviously smiling to the bank, guys, and I'll talk about that in just a second. The reason why I say this is because, first of all, he brought more attention to his brother's pay-per-view, right? Mayweather facing off against Logan Paul. Not many people were really talking about this pay-per-view. It was actually scheduled to take place at an earlier date, and they actually postponed it. I don't know what the whole reason behind it was. Maybe because they're waiting to see how Jake Paul's pay-per-view was going to do with Ben Askren. And then once the numbers came back looking good, 1.5 million, which UFC President Dana White still believes they're lying about that whole situation. But with that being said, then Mayweather was like, all right, I can face one of the Paul brothers. Now it makes sense, right? Or whoever their partner is that's teaming up with them to put this whole situation down. So that must have been what it was. Well, with that being said, that means his brother's going to get a little bit of extra change in his pocket, because I'm definitely sure he's getting a part of the pay-per-view bonus, or pay-per-view cut, as, of course, Mayweather would, like he does with all his pay-per-views, or else he just doesn't do it, right? So there you have it. Well, Jake Paul also potentially set himself up for a fight with Floyd Mayweather down the road, because now there's all this bad beef. All this media attention was going out there, and it's like, I didn't even know this press conference was happening today. I actually had a friend that called me and said, hey, when these fighters talk about, I want to kill you and this and that, do they really mean it, or is this just for promotion? And I go, well, normally it's for promotion. Sometimes these people do have bad blood and they want to get at one another, but usually it's for promotion. But I didn't know why my friend was asking me this question. And then I went on social media and it's like, boom, video, group chat, boom, video. It's all over the place. And then it's like, it's from every friggin' angle. It was almost like the whole Matrix, you know what I mean? Like, somebody is going to string up all these videos and you're going to see like a 360 view of everything that took place. But with that being said, Jake Paul is smart because, yes, risk to reward. And I say this because maybe he could have got really hurt in this situation, but it turns out he's fine. And I say he's fine because if you go to his Instagram, he actually got a tattoo that says, "Got your hat," and it has a little hat drawn on top of it. So he's having fun with the whole situation. He's boosting his social media profile. And then on top of that, if you look in the bio of his Instagram, it says jakepaul.com/gotcha. And if you go onto that link, you'll see he has black and white hats, three different styles of hats, because obviously he got his hat, right? There's also a hoodie there, there's shirts, there's a sticker, there's a mug. So he planned this whole situation. So at the end of the day, you know, Logan Paul, or I should say Jake Paul, is going to be a big winner. He's going to make probably $1 million without even having to step in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, and he potentially set himself up to have a fight with Floyd Mayweather down the road. So that's why I say, you know, the kid is smart as far as risk to reward is concerned. You know, people are going to still say he's stupid, he's full of crap, this and that, but he's making a check at the end of the day, and that's all you can ask for him. You know, he went from just making YouTube videos to expanding his brand, and that's exactly what he's doing here. He's always in the news. You know, you're not going to forget about the kid, and it is what it is. He's 24 years old, and he's making millions, and he was doing it here, now he's doing it there, and he's diversifying his portfolio at the end of the day, so you can't be mad at him, guys. Well, if you have the opportunity to see what took place, go in the comment section below and let me know your feedback on what you think. Do you think it was all staged? Do you think Mayweather was really pissed off about the situation? Or do you think he was pissed off and he just wanted to amplify it? Like, let me know what you guys think. You know, did Jake Paul let Mayweather know about this? Do you think this is all a surprise? You know, and what do you think about Jake Paul? You know, smart business move at the end of the day. He got a store open within less than 24 hours, basically selling merchandise on the activities that he did. You know, there's millions of dollars worth of marketing here right now. You know, you go online, you can't miss it. It's the first thing that's going to pop up. So he definitely made the right moves here, guys. But let me know what you guys think, because I want to hear what you have to say in the comment section below. Don't forget to go to competitiveorigins.com, type in promo code MMA147 so you can get 10% off this Just an Obstacle Competitive Origins t-shirt. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. I'm BPC, and remember, you've been competing since conception, whether you're competing against yourself or others. Competitive Origins.